The St. Louis Blues, they traded a bunch of guys last year, and they said they're going to rebuild on the fly. Like, do you remember when they traded a bunch of guys and they were like, "Oh, we're going to try and get Chicker in now"? Okay, they didn't do that. They didn't really replace the guys they got rid of. They have I like Buchnevich. He made my list. I think he's a fucking great player, still underrated. Jordan Kyrou is great. Robert Thomas is great. Their defense is not good, and goaltending Jordan Binnington also not great. Matt, do the Blues really stink this bad?
I believe so. Like their defensive core, it would have been great in 2050, not so much these days because you got Letty Parayko, who dropped off. I don't think we talk about that enough. Like Colton Parayko was once like in the discussion for like maybe like a top 15, top 20 defenseman. Now he's in the bottom 20 defenseman discussion. Not good. Torrey Krug, Justin Falk both dropped off tremendously, and then Marco Scandella, who seems to keep a job. I respect him for that. And Tyler Tucker, goaltending wise, you got Jordan Binnington. I still can't believe that contract. Won a cup hangover, and now he sucks. And then Joel Hofer. So you have some hope. And then, yeah, offensive wise, aside from that first line with Buchnevich, Thomas, and Kyrou, you got jack shit. You got Brandon Saad, Braden Shen, who's the new captain, I believe, Braden Shen.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Kasperi Kapanen, Jacob Vrana, Kevin Hayes, Sammy Blais, and then Jake Neighbors, who I've watched since he was an Edmonton Oil King. One of the bright spots on this team, Oscar Sundqvist and Alexei Toropchenko.
Yeah. Not a whole lot.
That's a team. Not a good team, not a bad team. It's a team.
Well, in terms of the roster, they definitely have some guys. Like the Athletic, they really like Buchnevich, Thomas, Kyrou. Verana is a very good, or he was they got him for almost nothing. So it was like fuck it. He was always a decent 5-on-5 scorer. But after that, not a whole lot going on. I think they traded for Kevin Hayes this offseason.
They did.
I don't understand why I guess you got rid of O'Reilly, replaced the minutes. But Kevin Hayes isn't anything special. Defensively, I think there's not a whole lot going there either. Justin Falk is decent offensively, but not good defensively at all. Torrey Krug is old now. They tried to trade him, but he didn't want to leave. Nick Leddy stinks. I don't know what's going on over there or why they kept that guy. And yeah, I have really nothing to say about this team. They kind of stink. Darius, what do you say about the Blues?
Okay, so that first line of Thomas, Kyrou, and Buchnevich, that's a great first line. Good, great. Could hang with most teams in the NHL. Second line, stinks. Third line, stinks. Fourth line, sucks. Defense, horrible. Goaltending, sucks. Okay? Not a good team.
It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Dude, it is not a good team. And like you said, trading for Kevin Hayes because he eats more minutes. Okay, what? I don't understand. Jake Neighbors, something to look forward to. Okay, something to look forward to there. That's cool. Toropchenko, he was good for a couple of years. Looked like he was going to be a promising prospect. That's probably gone. Waited too long for him now. Kasperi Kapanen as your second line right wing is shocking.
He sucks.
Yeah. The defensive core to get back into it. Krug is old now, like you guys said. Justin Falk, way over the hill. Parayko, I don't know what happened to that guy. Nick Leddy has sucked for years. In my opinion, he was literally just body on the Islanders. If you ask me.
Also, dude, I think they're the ones who gave Nick Leddy that extension.
Yeah, they are.
$4 million. Yeah. What the fuck?
For
I think because
5 years. I think. What are you doing, man?
So Nick Leddy was in the Islanders. He had 31 points in 56 games, right?
Yeah.
Then he goes to the Red Wings, 16 points in 55 games. All right. And then the Blues are like, sure, we'll pick up this guy at the deadline. 8 points in 20 games. Promptly, they go, here, man. Here's a contract extension. Guys, you want to know what else is cool about this extension? It has a no trade clause.
Of course it doesn't. Of course it does. You know what else is cool? Hey, Nick Leddy. Hi, Nick Leddy, who scores not very many points and is not very good defensively. Also is 32. Here, take 5% of our entire team's cap for the next 5 seasons. Good idea. Good idea. I was going to get to Tyler Tucker, who is another bright spot. So far we got 2 things to look forward to if you're a St. Louis Blues fan. He is a good
the first line, but yeah.
Yeah.
Going crazy.
So that's cool. Bertuzzo is also shocking. I hope that guy doesn't make it into the lineup. But yeah, goaltending. Yeah, I'm not convinced on this team. Another team where they're like rebuilding on the fly. I don't know what you call this. This is yikes.
Oh my goodness.
They still have 3 more years of Bennington as well.
Holy smokes.
I hate the rebuilding on the fly. Like in sports, you have to commit. Looking at their non-roster players, Colton Ellis is here. Good for him. Looking defensively, their youngest player is Michael Buchinger. I don't know who that is, unfortunately. Sorry. They have Leo Loof, who's also a guy. Hunter. I don't know any of these guys. Maybe that's my fault, or maybe they're not that great.
I'm not
front,
sure it's your fault. I don't think they're.
Up front, they did trade Ivan Barbashev for Zach Dean, who's supposed to be decent eventually. Vegas trade. They got Mikhail Abramov from the Leafs. He's supposed to be a player. I don't know in what capacity, but he should be an NHL player eventually. Other than that, they have Kean Washkaruk. A lot of steals popping up in this video. A lot of steals popping up in this video. Oh, and they drafted Dalibor Dvorsky in this past draft. So that's another guy. They have some guys popping up. I just don't know what their plan is. I don't think they know what their plan is. St. Louis, they're not going to make the playoffs. They're going to be bad, but not so bad. Because that, like, a first line of Kyrou, Thomas, and Buchnevich is probably going to get you too many wins. I don't know. You guys understand what I mean?
That line is very good.
So, yeah, man. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But
do they know what they're doing?
No, I don't.
See, the thing with competitive rebuild is it falls on the ownership, because the ownership doesn't want like teams to suck, because people aren't going to show up to the games. But do they not realize the quicker you get into a rebuild, the quicker you get better, and the more people want to see this team? Like it's the Canucks effect. Like the Canucks will never do a full-blown rebuild as long as like Aquilini is the owner. Like that guy will refuse to see the team suck.
No, and I also think like if you tell your fans you're rebuilding, they understand, like and the cool thing about rebuilding is there's always some fun, exciting future young superstar.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Have we forgotten so quickly what the Rangers did? They were like, hey, by the way, we suck. We know we suck, and we're going to be better. And we're going to rebuild. And then they did in like 2 years.
And then they didn't know how to develop those prospects. And
yeah,
look where they are.
That's an issue. But they turned they were good. They're a good team.
Bro, the Rangers had a Mickey Mouse rebuild. We'll get into that preview. But yeah, it helps to get Artemi Panarin. But I think Brandon Saad is okay. Yakov Ranek could be something. Sammy Blais runs around and hits guys. Defensively, they're poo. Jordan Binnington, no one likes him. And yeah, aside from that first line, St. Louis Blues, man, they're not going to be doing a whole lot of anything whatsoever. Which brings us to
what an exciting division.
I know.
God,
dude, this division sucks. Oh my! I'm looking at it now. Aside from
Dallas and Colorado, maybe Minnesota, this is awful.
For more content, visit our YouTube channel and check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to follow the guys on social media at Matt_Mondays, at Nick LaFlame, and at Darius Dominguez.